me personally, I love using remains of light, what I
Yeah.
call remains of light. I
Interesting.
love
What does
using
that mean?
remains of light is not a direct light. It's a light that has gone through different past lives until it comes to you, and that's what illuminates the actors. That's what I love personally.
Hi, I'm Josh Safdie. I'm the co-writer, co-editor, and director of Marty Supreme, and I'm sitting here with one of the most special people in my life, one of the most romantic people in my life, someone who uh, a false piece of light is like a little dagger in his rib. Someone who's home at night, you can't see anything because it's just pure darkness. So if you want to look at a book, you have to bring it over to a small pool of light in different areas of his house. I'm talking about the Prince of Darkness or the King of Darkness, my good friend and my cinematographer, Darius Khondji. Hey, Darius.
Thank you, Josh. Hello, Josh.
Match point, Mauser.
Had a lot of fun with this one.
Okay.
Had a lot of fun, right?
Gotcha.
Service switches to Kletzner. Point Kletzner.
Did you like that introduction?
I love this introduction. I love the romanticism. I feel like a vampire. So
you,
like Dracula, I feel like Dracula when I was Dracula when I was 12, 13 years old, and I was doing 8 millimeter films. I was always playing Dracula. So for me, it was like Wuthering Heights was like Heathcliff. As Dracula was a bit this kind of notion. So it makes me very happy.
that doesn't surprise me. One of the things that when someone says to me like, what's it like working with Darius? I say lighting is a physical thing for him. Obviously, light is physical, but it's you can see it in a way other people don't. You taught me to walk onto a set and squint my eyes if we're shooting on
Mm.
film. You're offended by bad lighting. It hurts you in life. When we walk in, it's like, even right now doing this interview, you're like, oh no, the lighting is so bad. But what I
Yeah.
love is it's very important to remain sculptable like clay in life, and that's what keeps people forever young. And I feel like you and I sometimes I feel like we're 10 years old together. Do you
Yeah.
feel that way?
Yes, exactly. I feel
Yeah.
often when I'm 10 years old with you and with Jack, and with Jack is the same thing. That's what
Yes,
I'm
for sure.
explaining to people that when I met Jack the first time in your office, when I arrived to prep Marty Supreme, I met Jack and I saw this tall, handsome man looking at me with his eyes. And we started talking, and the first exchange we had, artistic exchange, uh, it was immediately you see sparkle in his eyes, and I said, "Wow, this man is even." I'm not 25 or 35, but he's 10 years older than me, and he's the same. He doesn't change anything. So I said,
Yeah,
some people have it. Some people have this thing that, regardless of the time, you you have this very modernist way of seeing things. You're like the first time. You're open to. You're open. So no, life is an open book. You open it all the time.
absolutely.
And you taught
Absolutely.
me that. And you taught me that on Uncle James. You and
Mm,
Benny taught me that. You taught me that. But you didn't want, you're not as a teacher. You didn't try to be a teacher, but you
no.
taught me that lighting, you showed me things that no, I normally don't like. And I had to like, like, like this. How do you say, bite the bullet? Like, and then suddenly I realized I just had to follow this because there was no other way. Otherwise, I would just get off it, and go somewhere else, which is fine, which is fine, which is
Yeah. Well, you have a humility to you as well, and so does Jack. Well, eventually we all submit to the story. We submit to the world.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I love about working with you, and of course, you don't remember, we fight sometimes, but we love more than we fight. You don't, I love that about you. You don't remember stuff. Yeah, we love more
No,
than we
I don't.
fight.
Bad things are not too heavy.
No, no, for
I don't.
sure.
It's subconsciously, but I just get it out because I have to move forward.
What was so incredible for me to work with you because, when I grew up loving your work, it was completely um, unique, but it was vanguard. It was its own world, and I'm speaking of Delicatessen, of course. That was the one where you saw this movie, and it's just you've never seen anything like it before. And what was fascinating to me, and what I really appreciate with you as an artist and as a cinematographer, is you don't impose your own vision onto every movie. It's not about you. It's about the movie. And I saw that on Uncut Gems. Saw it on the Jay-Z video, but I saw it on Uncut Gems when you allowed me to lens the movie. And you were going to
Yeah,
express
of
yourself
course.
through light. But then you would give me incredibly sage, even though sometimes it made me crazy. Pull back 10 millimeters, pull back 20 millimeters. You come up to
Or
me and you
go,
say,
or
listen,
go tiny low, or go just tiny low.
absolutely no. And I'm a sponge. I want to surround myself with people who are better than me. And you would tell me something sometimes, and it has changed me as a person, but certainly changed me as an artist, and it allowed me to see to lens this film in particular in a different way than I lensed Uncut Gems. It's a different looking movie. It has the same urgency, but the humility to be such a great artist with such an incredible filmography and body of work, to show up and submit yourself to a film instead of imposing yourself with ego, is it was so special. But and I can see on your face, because again, you're such an open book. When you see something that you don't like, you can't hide it. You can't hide it, and you have to say something. And you come and tell me, said Josh, I'm gonna have to tell you this, because if I don't tell you, then it's lost forever. And
One
I
to one. I
appreciate.
always say one to one. Do you remember? I
Yeah,
always
of
come to you
course.
alone. Very
Yes, I
important.
know. It's just you and me, Josh. You tell me
It's
that.
very important.
Absolutely. And that privacy is also really beautiful. But what I noticed is, we're talking about cinematography. We're talking about, which again is weird because I see you as more than a cinematographer. I see you as a collaborator of mine in the making of the film, which is, of course, the lighting. That was something, and you can hear this from me. I don't know if I've ever said this to you. When I see you lighting, of course, the time is the lighting is the thing that must have a very good. It must be carefully scheduled. Uh, but I know, because you see light in a way. I mean, I can judge it based on the way it looks to my eye, and you are very collaborative with me, but I always just stand back and watch you light. I never, every once in a while, I'll say it would be nice to have the light coming from here and there, but I love watching you light because it is a very emotional experience for you. And like I said, you use your hand, and I know what you mean. Sometimes the light will be gentle coming across, and it looks so friendly, and other times it's hitting somebody. It's violent. And when I'm shooting the take, I can see the violence or I can see the caress. And
Yeah.
that's very unique to you.
I
Do
never
you
see
see
you
light?
lighting. I never see you watching me light. I never
Why?
see
Because I'm
you.
working with Colin?
Yeah, or with Jack or with someone, but I never see you watching me light. But I'm sure you do. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, no, no. It's just the light. Light has many ways. It's a multi. It's a creature with a proteiform creature. According to the scene, according to the character in the scene and the situation and way things go in the film is different. And when I have a doubt, I come and talk to you about the doubt where I think I should go, and then you tell me. It's very interesting. You see things. You see
Hmm.
light. You see things. It's very exciting for me. And
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's why Khondji was like a really a new opening, new door. And this film now is really the propulsion of this force. Marty Supreme is really, for me, very very important.
Okay, can I help you with something?
Maybe. I just ordered one of everything off the room service menu. There's no way I'll be able to eat it all alone.
Ah, so you'd like me to come up to your room?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I
Yeah.
should send my husband instead.
Oh, sure. He can come up here and I'll come down to meet you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Whoa, wait. I
Goodbye.
want to keep talking.
Why is that?
Because I never talked to an actual movie star.
Well, now you have. I hope the experience was all you thought it would be.
You know, I'm something of a performer, too.
Are you?
Yeah, you don't believe me? You what? What?
You're a performer?
Yeah, I'm a performer. You got the Daily Mail in front of you?
I do have it, yes.
Okay, we'll turn to page 12.
Page 12. Okay, what am I looking at here?
Down the middle, in the center.
This is you.
Yeah, the chosen one.
Well, talk to me. One of the challenges, I know when I challenged you, when we shot this sequence between Marty and Kay in the hotel room,
Yes.
and they're talking to one another.
Yeah.
I wanted for the actors' feelings and emotions and the performance to be able to speak with one another in real time. And I had said to you, well, we have these two rooms that are connected, and I want to put Timmy here. I'm going to put Kay here, Marty and Kay, and I want to shoot them both at the exact same time. Your face was, you couldn't believe it. You thought I was killing, you thought I was telling you that I murdered somebody.
Everybody was thinking the same. But this is such a beautiful thing we did. I mean, I'm so happy we did it your way. We did it like this. But everybody was telling me, my gaffer, everybody was going to say, "Are you really real? Are we really going to do like this?" I said, "Yeah, we are going to do like it. We have to find out how we do it in the time, and not creating a problem with time also. Because it was obviously taking more time."
Yeah,
and
but you said I need
and he
3 hours,
didn't,
Josh,
and he
and it didn't.
didn't.
No,
No,
and they did it.
no, he
Yeah.
didn't, because
Well,
it's beautiful at the end.
yeah.
What's happening in the scenes is fantastic, and both Timmy and Gwyneth are incredible actors. So light comes from them, light from the situation. When he's on the bed, how more beautiful can you imagine of this situation with him, on the bed, and then she's by the window like this things like this, and he moves around, and it's just, yeah, and you knew what could have been a problem and everything. So I think the way you drove the thing made it work like really beautifully. I'm so proud of this scene. I have a tendency of forgetting the challenges, because often people ask me, what is the challenge of the film? I said, my tendency would say every day almost was a challenge.
Every day.
Every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Because your ambition of, all the movies, all the shots you wanted to have, and then you see the film, and it pays like 200%. You see it, and your obsession with being tight to be with them, behind their head or in front of them, looking at a distance, people at a distance. Everything pays. So, you know, so in Ketchup, I learn a lot. In this film, I learn 10 times more, in a
You
way.
know what's crazy is somebody asked me, I'll show you something, and
It will be easier every time.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe this will make you feel something. But I just had to put away my binder officially. But I have this, and I'll show it to you, and you tell me if what it makes you feel here. Hold on, let me grab it. It's from the Japan section. Here we go. So you tell me what this makes you feel. Something like this.
Oh. Who gave you this?
I have them all. I kept them
Oh,
all.
you have them all. It's
I
fantastic.
kept them
This should
all.
be this should be published. This should be published in a book, and be stored at the French
So,
Cinematheque or
so,
the American Cinematheque.
oh my
This
God!
should be
Look at
kept
this.
forever.
Look at this one. Ready? It says scenes
Yeah,
125,
yeah,
95, 82, and
yeah.
83. Day 29, 11/5/2024. Trump won.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
But we have all of these. I show up on set, right? And I have
Right.
all of these setups. and
Right.
every single person with little directions and things about light and acting on the back.
I
And
remember we're scrutinizing, looking at each other, the gaffer, Ian and I, and you're all looking at each other, and Richie, we're looking at each other, and Colin, all looking
yeah.
at each other. Then, how we do it? I just said we just go. We just go. You know what I mean? It's like a battle. You just
but
go.
but I'll
You
tell
just
you something. Because I was looking, I was like, I was wondering, we have so many setups in the film, so we're forced to move quite quickly. And
yeah.
that's what the beauty of your lighting was, is because it looks like it took hours and hours and hours, which sometimes it did, and we were able to move quickly, which I think helped the
Did it
actors.
really? I never feel it takes that.
Sometimes it did. Sometimes, the shootout, you and I were both obsessed with, how do we make it feel dark?
Lighting is like a sculpture. You just have to give it up. You cannot. It's not never finished. It's never finished. I'm not interested in perfection. The movie, the everything about the movie is not about perfection. It's about life.
Yeah,
It's about
of course,
about
absolutely.
life, about love and life, and that's how John
Yeah.
Cassavetes movies are about love, life, and love. That's what I discovered throughout the years. And lighting is everything but perfection.
But you also bring, like a Gordy Willis. That was one of the only photographers we discussed, cinematographers, because we loved the idea of Toplight in this film.
And Gianni Di Venanzo.
That's right. That's right.
We always discuss Gianni Di Venanzo.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, how could I
The
forget?
moment of truth.
Yes, always, always. But that was a realist. That was verisimilitude of reality. But you got me to fall in love for some reason when you were reading the script. You saw Toplight. You said, I see a lot of top light in this movie, from light from above. And that was
Yeah,
very when
I
you said
saw.
that to me, it was very inspiring, because this movie is like about fate, and
Mhm,
it's like being beamed from above.
mhm.
And that was very early on when you said that to me. And obviously some of the early things we were looking at, the table tennis matches were these beautifully top lit films where the light is just disintegrating on top of them, and it's allowing the actors to have their eyes don't have to be fully lit, and it's saying, like, life can be that way sometimes. And that was, you know, that went a really long way in my mind. But there were situations where we took a long time to light, and I think the end effect is very beautiful. The shootout at the farmhouse is, and this is a spoiler if anyone hasn't seen it yet, because I'm referencing it as a
No
shootout.
spoiler. No spoilers. No
I
spoilers.
know, I know, I know. But
I love discovering movie. Yeah.
the lighting in this sequence, really, we shot that over the course of 3 nights, because we were doing splits, which was very complicated. Uh, because we wanted the light. I love that you and Ian looked at the sun as a light bulb, and you were trying to put the bulb in the right place at the end of the day. To me, as somebody who made these independent films, and on Gems, we didn't have a lot of exterior days. Uh, when you're an independent film, you just want to get the light. That's all you, and then you do your best. And here, watching you sculpt with light, negative fill, and whatnot, but really, where is the actual light source? So when we were doing these splits, it was complicated. It's like, okay, well, Darius wants to do these splits, and then we go into the night so we can have this late afternoon light 3 times in a row. But those night shoots, the lighting, once we did it the first time, you had a blueprint. But talk to me about what you think of when you're doing a night light.
The night light is full of ghosts. The night light is full of apparitions of things that you think you've seen and are really there. They're full of bubbles of lights of things in the distance. It's all about subtlety. Like I personally love lighting at night, but not seeing the light completely. I love seeing the cornfields around, guessing them. I don't like pitch blacks. I mean, it depends. There's no rule. Every movie is different. But in general, I don't like having just a black canvas around the actors and a car with headlights. It's beautiful. It's beautiful in a movie too. But I love feeling ghostly, the cornfields around or the road, or I love also very dark day for night, very, very dark day for night. I love things that appear, but you're not sure you see things, like the house for me at night when we arrive with the car headlights, when from inside the car appears like a ghost. When I see it on big screen now, movies needs to be seen on big screen. That's
Yeah.
why you discover all your emotion, all your desire, everything comes from a large screen, not from a iPad or a television. This is a wrong way to see films,
Yeah.
really. And
I
when when I see our nights, I see things like this. Like the night on the phone, when she's on the phone, when they're
yeah.
on the phone, they come out. It's a glamour night. It's a glamour night. The reflection is the city. You should feel like you feel in sunrise. You should feel the city around. You should feel all the cars and everything. So it's
Mhm.
gleaming. You know what I mean?
Of
But the
course.
night when you are in the countryside, it's only lit by the explosion of the light or the petrol station or ghosts that they meet around the life and the car the move for me the scene where they dance around the car, they,
Yeah.
they leave the car, they start dancing is for me one of the greatest scene of cinema history.
I also love the way you lit the gas station.
Yeah, I mean, Ian Kincaid is the best partner. He's an amazing partner in
He really
crime.
was. Yeah.
He was there, everybody, and Richie,
Yeah.
and Joe,
Absolutely.
of course. They
Yeah.
were
Of
like,
course.
and Colin,
And
and Brian,
Colin.
and Bolly. We had like we were like the seven mercenaries, seven, how do you say seven mercenaries? The seven,
Mercenaries. Yeah.
yes, like the movie, like the Kurosawa film,
Yeah.
We were really like, we were felt like we were around you, like a family, but a really strong family,
Oh, we had to.
And
We were fighting all the time, the elements.
with Jack and Miyako, and it's just, and now I see Dan and Lee and Skip. It's
Yeah.
just fantastic to have this group around you.
Hey, Kay. Hey, it's Marty from London.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just got a friend in the Stagehands Union. I was dropping something off for him.
You watch that.
Yeah, I hope that's okay.
Oh, God.
Hey, I can't believe you're acting again.
That wasn't acting. He won't let me act.
Yeah, no, that looked frustrating. What's the deal with that guy?
Don't get me started.
Yeah, you were running circles around him.
Of course I am.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Stays up for 3 days in a row because his character is supposed to be tired. It's obnoxious.
If he's so committed, why'd he stop the scene? Why didn't he punch his hand through the screen and unlock it from the other side? Right? That's what I would have done.
Glenn!
Yeah,
Glenn!
people will understand. Yes.
I need to talk to
thank
you.
Yes. Yes. What? What?
What? This kid understands the character better than he does.
Excuse me?
Tell him what you just told me.
Nah, I don't
No,
wanna-
tell him.
No, I was just
Just
saying
told
you didn't
me.
really seem like you were in the scene is all.
Who is this?
He's nobody.
Also-
That's the point.
You know, in my experience, only children hold a knife like this. If it's a serious fight, you hold your knife like this.
This is
wrist
not a
squared to
street
blade.
fight.
Okay, well, if you're not going for realistic, you might as well add a little flair. Like that.
Cut it out, right, Kay?
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
When you're lighting, like for example, you took what I love about working on a stage with you. When on Gems, I was so scared of working on a stage because I had never done it before. But when on this one in particular, the photographs we were looking at, Ken Jacobs' film Orchard Street, the light on the Lower East Side was so particular to you, and it was something that you were really obsessed with because you kept looking at it and you kept saying it still feels like I'm on a stage. It still feels like I'm on a stage. So talk to me about how you lit the tenement.
I love this. I love stages. I love shooting on stages, and I love making the stage have a perspiration, feel like a human body, the sweat of the human body. I feel the stage to sweat real, something that's really real. I love to see things through the windows, and I saw having wind in the shears. I love that it's not perfect. I hate the perfection. I don't like the stage to be perfect and glamorously shining like a candy box. I want the opposite, especially on a movie like this. But even in any movie, it needs to be real. That's what I'm fighting for. That's the most difficult. So when you're on stage, almost everything is on against you. That's why I love a practical location. Sometimes it's very difficult, but you have a lot of friends around you with a practical location. On
Absolutely.
stage, on stage, you create everything, but
Yeah.
here you create with the best people. You have Jack, you have Ian, you have Richie. You create with the best people, but the stage, yeah, no, the stage is a shell. You give it life, layers. It's all about layers, putting layers and layers and layers until it comes to life. And there's a moment where it comes to life, right? There's a moment where
Absolutely.
it comes to
I
life.
could see it.
And sometimes it's with little light. It's not with a lot of light. It's very little light.
You say little, but you take a lot of lights to make it feel like it's a little, and that's what's so impressive. Sometimes I walk out of the stage and I look at the setup, the rigging, and there's 35 lights with millions of different flags and screens and
No,
scrims, but the effect is
but that's
just
movies.
natural.
That's
Nothing. Oh no,
but
I
that's
love that
cinema.
about
That's
it.
movies.
Yeah,
On stage, you recreate everything. That's
yeah. No, I
normal.
love that
But
about it.
but the thing is that what I love, me personally, I love using remains of light. What I
Yeah,
call remains of light. I
interesting.
love
What does
using
that mean?
remains of light is not a direct light. It's a light that has gone through different past lives until it comes to you. And that's what illuminates the actors. That's what I love personally. And it's very difficult. It's very beautiful words, but it's very difficult to get. That's why
Yeah.
sometimes it's,
No,
you know,
I would often go out and take a picture of the setup of the rigging because I'm inside working with the actors and doing last minute set decoration, and then okay, I'm done. Let me see how they're doing outside, and I look out and I'm
yeah, yeah,
seeing 15 different stages of rigs and scrims and flags, and it's to me it's like looking at a language that you don't, like I have a rudimentary understanding of light, but when I look at that I'm seeing art, like those are the
yeah, yeah.
sculptures of the movie, and
No,
I
but
love it.
you see everything. You understand
I can
everything
see
now.
the final product and I can give you feedback, but I
Yeah,
would have no idea how to
yeah,
build those things. It's incredible, and I hearing you say this idea of remains of light, I understand it now. I understand it because you're taking something that's artificial and you're adding so many details to it that the end effect is you've beaten it down and now it's just real. Completely understand what you're talking
yeah,
about now.
yeah. It's there's a
I
lot
do
of,
the same thing with writing. I do the same thing
yeah.
with
It's
set
like a
design. Yeah.
language. It's like
Yeah.
a language. It's like
Yeah.
like music.
I know you and me. We could talk for days. I talk too much. I don't think you talk too much, but I think if we don't stop, we won't do anything else for the rest of the day. And I love talking to you, and I'll probably see you later. I'm gonna go watch the 70 millimeter.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday.
Yeah,
It's so powerful. The 70
yeah.
millimeter is so powerful. I went to watch. I watched 70 millimeter, then I watched the DCP 4K, which was also great. We created it. The creator we created.
I'll call you and we'll talk about the
Call me
70.
after you see it.
Okay. All right.
Love,
Love
love
you.
to all
Love
of
you.
you. Go to the cinema to watch movies, not on your laptop. In cinema, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.